I'll have to plead with you to please hold on a bit as we go to the global space with Will Ibon. Will, we've taken part of your time. Sorry about that, but I know
we need to drive somewhere. You know, transportation is quite expensive these days. So I'm saying, I hope there's a reduction.
Don't let drive hear you say that.
No. It needs to reduce the prices because taking a taxi is like traveling these days. Like, where am I going? Anyways, it's great to know that these are talks, and talks are still going in the U.S., China. So we'll
second day of the talks.
Yeah, second day of the talks, and from President Trump's, remarks, there are good reports coming to him.
Hopefully, it stays good.
It stays good. So let's just see how that is going on. Trade talks between the U.S. and China resumed Tuesday in London, following a recent call between President Trump and Xi. President Trump said he was getting good reports as top officials met to resolve trade tensions. Now, the U.S. may ease export restrictions if China restores rare earth supplies. Now, talks aim to build on the Geneva Truce, which saw both countries temporarily lower tariffs. Now, let's head to the UK, where Britain's unemployment rate rose to 4.6% in April, the highest since 2021, signaling a slowdown in the job market. Official data also showed a drop in payrolled workers by 55,000 between March and April, while the annual wage growth, excluding bonuses, slowed to 5.2%. Rising wage costs, including the national living wage and insurance contributions, are weighing on hiring, with construction firms slashing jobs at the fastest pace in 5 years. The Bank of England, which recently cut rates to 4.25%, says it will take a gradual approach to future rate moves amid global uncertainties. Still in the UK, FTSE 100 rose above its March closing high on Tuesday, lifted by easing trade tensions and stronger economic data. The index gained 0.4% to close at 8,871.41 points, boosted by President Trump's pause on steep tariffs and renewed US-UK trade talks. Now, big gainers include Bay Systems and Freslino, as business confidence in the UK hits a 9-month high. E-commerce giants Temu and Shein are turning to Europe and the UK for growth as US tariffs bite into their sales. In May, US spending on Temu dropped 36%, while Shein's fell 13%, prompting both firms to boost ad spending in Europe. But their pivot faces challenges. The EU plans to introduce a €2 customs fees on small packages, and regulators have filed complaints over the firm's business practices. Experts warn the new rules could curb their low-cost model. Despite hurdles, both companies saw sharp consumer spending growth in Europe, up 63% for Temu and 19% for Shein in the EU, with further gains in the UK. Basically, you see Shein, Temu, this is what we do. Like, Temu has come to Nigeria. But right now, they're facing Europe because of, Trump's tariffs. But I don't know if they're going to leave Nigeria because of our stiff government.
No, but our tariffs are still fair. Maximum of 14% on the continent.
Maximum.
But I mean, I think what we notice is everybody looking for alternatives to the US and China. We're seeing the US Apple go to India, for more of their manufacturing
in China,
and all of
but
that.
maybe these talks would change things, and maybe they'll reach an agreement, a compromise or something that would help too.
And President Trump is giving us hope.
It's giving us
hope.
But markets reacting. Markets are, surging as a result of this easing of tensions and possibility of maybe something nice. Maybe
Hopefully.
in drive also jump in.
All right, Will, I know you want to get it right, but don't worry.
Please, I do want
to. Incorporated. Talk to you later.